Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Let's do the third round. Let's start again for the third time.
Yes. Can you guys hear us now? Can you leave a little chat comment? Tell us if you can hear us now. No, you can still not hear us. That's okay.
It might be because of the
Maybe
lag.
because of the lag. There's also not a lot of people watching. I'm just gonna quickly. No. Wait. Let me see. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can hear?
we're good.
Okay, we're good. Yay! So for the third time, welcome tonight to our last live stream.
Hello, everybody.
Joining you are your favorite host, Ojas and Beazin.
Okay, I need to shake a bit because
yeah,
we've
shake
had
it
three tries and
But this one is gonna be the golden one because let me tell
third
you,
time's a charm. Thank you.
tonight we have a really special theme called Full Circle, and you can see it in the background. We have circles here. Our ring light is
A
a
circle.
circle, and
For sure.
yeah, all the stories. Oh yeah, for sure, we should show it.
Just real quick. Look,
This is
circle.
what we're seeing.
These are our guests today.
Yes, our
Our
moderators.
moderators and support. Lovely support. Emotional support.
Yes, and as you guys know, this is the last live stream of the season, I would say. Also because we're probably gonna go, we're actually sure that we're gonna go back to the theater on September 11th
Yes.
because we are sick of Corona.
We are sick of the lockdown. We just want to get back and see people and meet in person.
Yes, we want to connect with you guys in the physical manner again. But actually, there is a good thing about this live stream. You know why? Because today we have many international storytellers for you. Very beautiful content from all over the world. And we're so excited to show it to you because it's absolutely amazing. And also, we have some very good content, amazing content from our friends in Holland. So.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at how many storytellers you found. Like, I don't know if you try to reach for the furthest one, but you got someone in Germany, right? You got someone in Turkey,
Yes.
the United States, and Singapore.
Yes.
So tonight, all of these international storytellers have sent something in for you to see.
Exactly, and some of them are actually professional storytellers, you know, so it's actually really huge blessing that they decided to share a story with us. Everything's going to be a short story, so 3 to 4 minutes, and we have some other non-story content also, because we have your friend who's showing some music creations.
Yes, exactly.
And we have my best friend who is showing some video about lockdown, another dear friend who is showing her photography, and etc. etc. Well, we'll
And
keep it a bit of a
also, you
secret.
have a video, don't?
Yes,
Don't say anything about it.
I'm not gonna say anything to you guys because it's gonna be a secret. But it was a wild ride, so yeah.
Shall we start?
Keep
Shall
in
we get
touch.
going?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just quickly check how everyone's doing.
Well, we have no responses in the chat at the moment.
All right. Well, that's cool.
If anyone is there out there looking or listening, please let us know you're here.
Yes, let us know you're here.
We like to have a bit of interaction. You know, it's not a one-way.
You don't have to like.
Relationship.
Okay. Well.
Oh, Jorg is like what?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that's cool. We're just gonna start because I know many people are also gonna rewatch this later, so it's all cool. We're just gonna start with our first artist, which I would like to introduce. Her name is Beza Akius, and she goes on Instagram by Storyteller Beza Akius. We'll type it out in the comments also for you. Also, her website, I will type it. She is a published author from Turkey, a storyteller. She also guides storytellers, aspiring storytellers, into creating their stories. She gives workshops. She's also a script writer, and she's also a founder of Narrative Khan, which is a company of storytelling. So really awesome woman, and we're about to show you her video.
That's
Enjoy.
Cool. Okay, you know, we can also watch it here. Oh, there we go.
upon a time, there was a healer in the country. One day, the traveler came to the house of the healer and said, "Please, heal me." The healer just looked at her face and said, "You will be healthy." The traveler shrugged. "How can I be healed? You didn't treat me." "No, I treat you." "No, you didn't treat me." And then the healer was so angry and started to saying bad words, very bad words. The traveler was angry too. Her face turned red. Her heart started to beating fastly. And then the healer said last verse. "Look at you. I made you ill with my words. In the same way, I can heal you."
Before we forget the mic again, wow, what a story. I know that for some of you it might have been difficult to understand because of the accent, but if you listen really closely, the story is about a doctor or a person who goes to the doctor, right, and is basically saying that he feels not good, so that, like, sick, so the doctor tells him, well, now you're gonna feel better. And with those words, the doctor actually made the person feel worse. And I'm explaining this so terribly. The meaning of the story is that words can make us feel good and bad. Words can make us sick, and words can make us healthy. Words can have a little, like, little. Words seem very little, but they can have such a huge impact. And
have you guys heard of the self-fulfilling prophecy? It's when you believe in something beforehand, and then it has a huge effect on what happens after it, so, or during it actually. And this is also a big deal in this story. I feel like yeah, you're gonna get better, the doctor believes it, you know, and then the person gets, like, the placebo effect. Yes, kind of, but it's also about the law of attraction in a way. Oh. All right, so the second artist of the evening is my best friend, Tessa Meulens. She has been on this show before with another beautiful documentary that she showed us, and this time she's also showing us a documentary of her time in lockdown with her family. She is an aspiring documentary maker, but she's also a student in Erasmus University in Notre Dame, studying International Bachelor of Communication. So she has multiple interests, but in this video it's really apparent how much she loves her family and the time she spent with them in lockdown. And yeah, enjoy. Let's go.
stilte lijkt ook te maken te hebben met het pijnlijke nieuws van de afgelopen dagen. Het ging steeds over...
We hebben als kabinet steeds aangegeven er alles aan te zullen doen. Alles aan te zullen doen om KLM...
De haast van deze operatie, wat zegt hij over de huidige situatie?
Ja, dat weet ik niet doen.
Cheers! Wow, I already told Tessa this personally, but I absolutely love this video because it really gives me goosebumps, you know? It's just the music, the way she uses the music and the images and the whole 90s effect with the video is just... I love it so much. And I personally know her family, so it's really beautiful to see them in that light. I know them in that light.
I'm quite emotional towards the family. Also the music she chose.
So beautiful.
Just brings you immediately into some kind of emotional. What is that called when you're thinking back about something?
Yeah, like reminiscing, kind of melancholic, kind of nostalgic.
Nostalgic, that's the word.
Yes, so I love it. It's beautiful, and also it makes you feel like this could be a family that used to exist like 20, 30, yeah, you know, years ago, and you found this cassette or something of this video, and you're just watching it, and it's really cool.
Thanks, Tessa, for sending in again. It's the second time she sent something to us, a video of hers. So
yes, thank you so much.
All right, who's next?
So the third. He is actually from the United States of America, and I contacted him through Instagram, also just like Beza, and he is a storyteller, and he performs in big events. Mostly actually children's big events, you know, like big parties, big story events for children, and he loves telling tales. So
you can tell in his character.
Yeah, he's very theatrical, and yeah.
You'll see.
And he's gonna tell a story of the Brothers Grimm.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out.
Hello, my name is Tim, and I have a story for you. And this story begins, like so many stories, once upon a time. There were two brothers. One was rich and one was poor. They'd both grown up in the same farm. They'd both served in the army. But one brother went to the city, and then one returned home to the farm. Now, the one in the city became quite rich. He would meet ships as they came in from sea, and he would buy up their goods, and soon he had a very prosperous business selling silks from China, spices from India. But the brother who returned home to the farm, he had turnips. And sometimes there was hardly enough to feed his own family. But one day, he pulled up an enormous turnip. It was so large he couldn't get it out of the ground himself. He had to call the neighbors over. It took 6 of them to lift the turnip up onto a wagon and 2 oxen to bring it into town. And the people in town were quite impressed. They'd never seen such an enormous turnip, but no one wanted to buy it. As the day grew to its end, the farmer was faced with the prospect of bringing the enormous turnip home with him, but he did not want to do that. He had an idea. He went to see the king, and he said, "Your Majesty, I am a loyal subject and true. I served in your army, and now, to honor you, your wise and just rule, please accept the fruits of my labors, this turnip from my farm." Well, the king was impressed. "You must be some kind of agricultural genius. I am humbled by your gift, I am honored, and as a reward for your generosity, your thoughtfulness, please take this sack of gold. Please take this deed to rich farmland down by the river. With your agricultural genius, you and your family will prosper there." Well, now the poor farmer, his fortune was made. And when news of his fortune reached his brother, that rich brother was not pleased. He was jealous. And he thought to himself, the king rewarding my brother for a turnip? Wait till the king rewards me with the fruits of my labors. And so the rich brother put together a gift basket full of spices from India, the best silks from China, and he went to see the king. Your Majesty, I am a loyal subject. I served in your army, and now, as a gift from me to you, the fruits of my labors from my business, for your wise and just rule, please accept these spices and these silks. And the king took them. He admired them. The scent of the spices, the texture of the silk, so fine, so much quality. The king was impressed. You are a loyal citizen and subject. You must be a genius in business to get such goods here. I am humbled by your gift, and I shall reward you for your generosity. And yet, I have nothing in my treasury to equal the quality of your spices and silks. Nothing so rare and unique. Except for this enormous turnip. Please take it. With your business genius, I'm sure you and your family shall prosper. And so, the rich brother went away from there with the enormous turnip.
Whoa.
Wow, Tim, thank you for sending us the
Thank
story.
you so much, Tim. It was lovely. I've been like behind the scenes. I said so often, "Oh my god, I love him. I love his facial expressions. I love the way he talks. It's awesome."
The whole team here behind the camera loves you, Tim. In case
Yeah,
you're watching
everyone likes to give up. Thank you so much for sending this story to us. It was absolutely amazing. I'm sure you are like, if you are a dad, you must be amazing dad who tells the amazing stories
Oh yeah,
to his
I'd ask you
kids.
for a bedtime story every night.
Wow, amazing. So, the next
We're
person,
gonna go on.
next artist,
Yeah.
yes, let's just go on. She is my friend, Astrid van Solingen. She is in a positive psychology master's degree, actually graduated positive psychology. Positive psychology believes in not healing people who are already carrying a big, heavy
Burden.
backpack, but preventing them from going there, or just stuff like mindfulness, stuff like having more people that are not necessarily yet mentally ill in any sort of way, but rather prevention of that. So
Okay.
it focuses on the positive. It
Giving
focuses on,
tools
but
to
also
maintain.
you can also do positive psychology on people who are mentally ill, but it focuses you constantly on the positives. So basically, I don't know. I think Astrid should explain this.
I think Astrid should explain
But
it.
because I'm not, I'm studying to become a therapist for people who are mentally not in a good place. But I think that it's really, really nice that positive psychology focuses on the theory of hedonism. I think, is it hedonism? I don't know. There was a theory about positive psychology, and the balance of certain things brings you happiness, and this is kind of what the entire
What they
master's.
focus on.
Yes.
Okay. And what does Astrid have for us?
So Astrid, she writes also poetry. Next to being a newly graduate and looking for a job, she also writes poetry and studies French. But she will show her poems for us now in the next video.
Okay.
Thank you, Astrid.
Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a nice evening. My name is Astrid, and Biazin asked me to do to show a few things of my art. I do lots of things, but I chose to recite a few poems that I made, and they're mostly about mental health because I think it's very important. Also, in being a psychologist, I think we should talk about it more and express this more, and in poetry that works really well. I actually know Biazin because in 2018 we both went to study in Wales for half a year, and there I also came in contact with her poems on her Instagram and kind of ignited this passion in me again to put my thoughts onto paper or like a laptop. So yeah, I hope you like it. and I will try to explain a bit because all my poems are really short. And I had to do like 3 or 4 minutes, so I will do a few. Okay, so the first poem is about my perfectionism. I have been struggling with this my whole life, and I think a lot of you probably can relate, also regarding to studying. And I wrote this poem when I just handed in my master thesis, and I didn't know if it was good enough yet. Just a little bit more. It's not done. Never enough. I'm on a treadmill of my own mind, and it itches under my skin. I will have control when it's perfect. Then I will be perfect. But it never is, and so I never will be. And my second poem is about for my studies, I had to relocate a lot, and I know that if you're not living in a place you're going to study, you have to move a lot and you have to start everything over again, and that can be quite scary, at least for me, but also in general. And so the next poem is about that. With the dirt covering my face, I am gasping for air, and I reach out my arm, and I realize I'm not buried. I'm just repotted, and with more space to grow. So give me time, and I will flourish. Because every new beginning can be scary, but also so many possibilities for growth. And I think this Corona time can also help us to reflect a lot on who we are and what we want to do different in our lives. So grow. And the last poem is about the walls we build for ourselves, and how we actually need a lot of connection in our lives. I decide if I'm good enough. Not you, not them. So why would I question everything that I am just for the approval of others? Time and time again, I slam against the wall that I built for myself. And it's time to see that the brick is in my own hand and I can pave the way instead. And I hope you guys will too. Have a nice evening.
Astrid, I really love you and I love your energy, and I'm so proud of you for sending me this, because I know because I know that you found it a little spannend to do that, a little exciting.
Scary, exciting.
Yeah, but I'm really glad you did, because your poems are so relatable, and especially the one about perfectionism I know very well, and some resentment here from this side.
No, as in it's also relatable. It's also relatable.
Okay. No, but I really am a perfectionist. So it's really refreshing to see a poem about this, you know, instead of the typical like heartbreak or that kind of stuff. So I really, really enjoy your poems, and we linked you in the comments, so people go check her out.
I also really like the second one about letting things grow.
Yes.
That was beautiful. I liked it.
Amazing.
Well, thanks. What was her?
Astrid.
Astrid. Thanks, Astrid.
Yeah.
All right, up next we have someone who most of you will know. For the new people, you probably won't know her. For those who have been to our theater live, you will know her. It's Oriana. She's actually the one who started Tell Me More together with Teatro Generator. They got together and decided we want to make a storytelling night. So they were discussing how should we name it, and they came up with the name Tell Me More. Like,
such
imagine,
a good name.
Yeah, it's such a good name. Imagine a little kid sitting on his bed, and his grandpa's telling him a really scary, like, story with adventure and dragons or whatever, and then the story finishes when, you know, like the typical like prince got the princess, or like the knight got the princess, and then the kid's like, "What is that? It?
Tell me more.
Tell me more." Yes, so beautiful name. Oriana has decided to send us for our last live stream another one of her videos, another one of her stories. I haven't heard this one, so I'm going to listen to it now for the first time.
Yeah,
along with
same
you all.
here, same here.
I'm surprised. Well, not surprised yet.
He's already surprised
I'm-
at the talent of Oriana.
Let's go. It's too late.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be back at Tell Me More. I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you are all enjoying the freedom that we now have more in these times of Corona. So the theme of tonight is full circle, and it got me thinking. It got me thinking of where I am now, and where was I a year ago? Like, you know, a full circle 1 year. And actually, a year ago, I was doing great. I was in this place where I just finished my storytelling course that I love. I had my first storytelling show that I wrote by myself and performed it not more than a couple of times, many times that I loved. And I decided also last year around this time that it's time to combine storytelling to what I'm doing already, coaching and training. And I thought for a while, and I merged them all together and put them in a website, and I kind of created a mess for myself. So I set in this new website, and I was doing things, and I was earning my money with it, and I was doing things, but it didn't really feel right. So what I did, I worked with someone who coached me and in creating the content for myself and creating the positioning that I want to use for myself as an entrepreneur. And I told her my story, and I told her my stories, and I told her what the story that I always told myself for a while. And then we created something, and I created something, and then it still didn't feel right. But I was going on, and when you go on and you still earn money, do stuff, it's fine. And then actually right before Corona happened, I joined a group, like a mastermind group, with female entrepreneurs, where you get together and you think about your strategy and how you want to do things. And in this mastermind group, I started talking again about what my dreams are, where I'm from, and where I'm going to, all these things. And I created some more things for myself and for my company, and it still didn't feel right. And then Corona happened. And we all had to slow down. At first I was really annoyed. Of course, I lost a lot of projects and work and things. Luckily I could do other things online. But I also embraced it. I embraced the slowing down. I embraced being with my daughter a lot at home. And I embraced the fact that this Corona period also made me have meaningful conversations with people that I now had time to have these conversations with. And one of these meaningful conversations once were about one of the things that I also had on my website, and one of the things that I really truly believe is that the stories you tell yourself about yourself, they shape and they create the world you live in. And this friend, started talking about that. She loved that question. I started talking about how I feel about that, not that question, that statement, how I feel about that statement. And after this conversation, I realized something. I took time to realize it, actually, because the conversation was great. It was meaningful, and it got me thinking about stuff. And then I let go of the thinking, and I went on really feeling what that did to me. And I really do believe that it's better to be in balance between your ratio and your emotional status. And then it finally hit me. Is that I was doing something that I am very much aware that we all do, but I wasn't aware of the fact that I was telling in the past year, or maybe even longer, the same story all over again, a story that I kind of copied. It was my pattern, and that's why it didn't feel right, because I'm somewhere else and I want to be somewhere else, but I was stuck in that story. So when I finally realized that, my creative juices really started flowing, and I'm now, a year later, in a place where I can say that I now know exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how I'm going to offer my services out there. And this feels amazing. And it took maybe a year. It took a whole year, a full circle. And you might say maybe I lost this year, but I didn't. To be honest, I've learned lots of things and I did lots of things. And actually, I decided that I am really grateful for this opportunity that this Corona crisis gave me. So, you know, Corona stands for crown, and a crown is also round. And it's a year later, and it's a full circle for me. And I really hope for you that this period also got you something that you were not expecting, and that you can really start with something that really feels great for you. So thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of the evening. Enjoy it, and hope to see you another time. Bye-bye.
Hi, Ori.
Hi, Oriana.
We got a comment here from one of our one of our observers and monitors saying, "I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy whatever you found out. I'm really happy for you." Now I know that you've been giving workshops, and I saw today, in fact, that you posted some pictures of all the mood boards that your students have been making. You know, I would have loved to be able to put a bit more out of what you are doing, actually, and what that all is. But if people want to know, if people are curious as to what Oriana actually found out and finally has the reins over, we've put her... Have we put her? Yes, we've put her Instagram. It's st_Oriana. Storiana. So that's a great name also. Thank you, Oriana, for sending us this. Beautiful. Happy to bathe in your
success.
Yes. I'm not surprised though. Your success. You're a hardworking woman.
Yes, for sure. You're such a hardworking woman.
Yes.
For sure. Okay, so the next story is from a famous storyteller in Singapore.
Yeah, she famous?
Yes,
yeah.
She is. Yes, definitely. She's very successful.
How did you get her?
I actually...
Why is she supporting us?
Why is she supporting us? Well,
yeah.
I went on a Instagram haywire
You
brain
went on
fart.
a search, like a massive...
Okay, so we have an Instagram now. It's called @tellmemore low score Leiden. Yes, Ojas is gonna put it in the comments.
Festival.
Yes, for sure.
And hopefully get some inspiration.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
So we saw that Tim is online. We just want to say hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I wonder what time it is over there where you are at. And
probably afternoon-ish,
yeah.
Early afternoon. Yeah.
Are you in California? That's like -9, I think, from here.
I'm not sure where he is exactly from, but
I think
his
somewhere
pictures
near
didn't
Berkeley
look like
I saw.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let us know, Tim.
Yeah, let us know.
Also, someone in the comments asked about the
Someone?
painting.
Sebi asked it.
Seb.
My boyfriend asked it, yeah.
I made this painting in high school. Oh. I made this painting in high school, and I took the picture of the morning sky one really early morning, and it was full of colors. And this is something that I used to do as a little kid, wake up at the early morning, so the hour maybe like 5 or 6-ish in the summer. And I'd go like run upstairs to my attic, look out from the balcony, and I was always amazed at the sunrise with all of its colors. And I took a picture of it when I was in high school and decided to paint it. Now it doesn't look much like a sky from over there, maybe not from over here either, but that's the idea.
It does, right? It looks like clouds.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure. I love this drawing. When Otis and I met like 100 years ago, he already had this in his house when he used to live, and I always loved this painting. I really loved it. So it's
yeah, the idea is that like I copied the same structure of the sky in all the little bubbles, but they're in different colors. So everybody's, because this is a person, I don't know if you can tell, it's supposed to be a person with legs. walking down the path of life. Yeah, it was very thought out back in the day. So everyone's looking at the same sky, but through a different lens, through different. We got a comment from Nursada. She finds it very creative. Thank you, Nursada. Thank you.
Ojas is very.
Thanks to both for asking. Now I get to
Yes.
tell a story about it.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And yeah, I took a picture of my bare legs. hairy bare legs.
Is it your legs? I never knew.
Yeah, these are my legs, and then I just cut them out and put them on because I couldn't be bothered to paint them. But
That's hilarious. What paper did you print it on?
oh, like photo paper. Yeah, it's not so well visible.
I'm sorry, Seb. I'm touching another man's legs. Okay. Well.
Yeah, so that's
moving
the thing.
on.
Moving on. We have
Leia.
two more people for you. 3 actually.
Actually,
3.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Leia's up next.
Yeah, Leia Lubenherz is from Germany. She is a friend of mine, but actually I also consider her my friend. She's a really beautiful person. She's a very deep person with lots of feelings and thoughts, and she always likes to share it in the way she takes pictures and in the way she is artsy with that, you know. She really takes a picture with a meaning, and I asked her to send us some of her pictures and maybe tell a little story about the pictures that she chose. So yeah, I'm really grateful, Leia, because she had an exam one day before she was
before
due to
making
send
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
So she made this really last minute and she did her best.
I hope you
so
aced your exam.
I hope you aced your exam, and
I hope you didn't fail because of us.
yeah. Oh my God, no. Yes. So let's
Yeah,
just
should we go for
show
it?
her
Let's go
pictures.
for it.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Good evening. My name is Leah. I just bought a singing bowl, as you could hear, and I was thinking of integrating it to present my photographs. And this is going to be a mixture of relaxation and speed dating, but not with people, but with my photographs. Enjoy. Berlin, 2018. Cologne, Köln, 2019. Hahngrüten, 2019. Berlin, 2018. Rijeka, 2019. Moers, 2019. Cologne, Köln, 2019. Hahngrüten, 2019. Zagreb, 2019. Cologne, Köln, 2019. Cologne, Köln, 2019.
Thank you, Leah, for sending us these beautiful pictures. I really, really love the pictures. They're absolutely amazing, honestly. You're one of the best photographers I know. So thank you so much for sending us the pictures and the locations of where you took them and the way you edited them. Wow, really cool. The black and white thing is really cool, actually. I really like it.
Ding.
Ding. Yep. Okay. Do you want to introduce our next?
Yes. Okay. So the next guy, well, the second to last, is called Jamie. Jamie, you have seen in our last storytelling night, dancing, the 2 videos of the dancers. So the dude, yeah, exactly, that guy. Some people will recognize him. He made all the music for his videos. Actually, no, we showed 2 of his videos. One he made his own music for, the other one he didn't. But normally for a lot of other videos that he makes, he also makes his own music, and he has a SoundCloud. I think it's called Dance Company The Kitchen.
Yes. We'll link it in the comments as we did with the previous artist.
Also, yes. And I was really curious, how a song is created. So I asked him if he wanted to take me through the process. And he decided to make a little video and to show you all how he creates a complete song from start to finish. And yeah, let's watch it. I'm curious.
Hi, my name is Jamie de Groot and I'm choreographer and composer from dance company The Kitchen. It's a company based in Leiden. I started creating music 5 years ago, actually mostly for my dance performances. And now in this quarantine I was also focusing on really challenging myself with music and also create it for myself. So when I create music, I always like to give myself a certain theme. Because then it challenges me to be more creative and think outside of the box. So for this song that I'm still working on, it's called Crystal Cave. And when I think about Crystal Cave, I think about very glassy sounds, very earth-like sounds. In a cave, things are very echoing, very deep and wide, but also very, connected to nature. I, for example, used in the intro really stones. So I recorded the sound of the crystals in my hand, and then I put a lot of reverb on it and made the sound a bit stronger, and then you get this. So what I found very important when I create music, that the song is very alive. And sometimes you can actually do that easily by letting one sound move a lot. So what I did is that actually I put the bass on a lower frequency, and then I put the bass one more time, but then a bit on a higher frequency. Then I let it move completely irregular with two effects called ring shift and tremolo. Then I created this. A bit further. So for this song I used drum sounds from the computer. What I like to do with the drum sounds is that I first actually search a sound that I think like, okay, that could fit. And then I actually change it a lot until it sounds the way as I like it. So for example, this is the real sound. Very dry. So what I then do is that I equalize it, so I take out a lot of frequencies. So then it's already different. And then I put a lot of effects on it to make it more alive. To give more space in the songs that I'm creating, I always search for the fact of like which sounds need to be more in the front. So without any delay, without any echo, without any reverb, so that it sounds like as if it's here. And which sounds need to be very, very far away. Because then you create like this very space in a song. You can give all of the sounds, for example, reverb, but then it doesn't sound that it's far away. You need to have the difference to create the space. So with the drum sounds as well, I'll let you hear it now. I use these different spaces. So this was a very short video of how I create my music. I can go way more into details, but I now want you to take a listen to a part of the song that I am creating right now. You liked it, and thanks for watching.
Well, thanks Jamie for showing us that song. I was vibing here a bit with along with the music, and yeah, you're right. I can really tell like the KV sound I was imagining with the little like with the echoing and the tingles, like a cave full of jewels, the colorful jewels, like almost like what is it, Snow White?
Snow White?
Yeah, and the Seven Dwarfs. You know when they start.
Oh
in
right,
the,
okay.
And then, yeah.
The dwarves on ecstasy.
Okay, it
no?
was at a festival.
I'm not promoting drugs.
Take it back.
I take it back.
No.
Okay, guys. So before we close off, we have one last video. It's actually my video. So for the people who don't know me, I'm Beazine. I'm 23. I study psychology. I'm almost done with my degree, and I want to help people. That's my goal in life. So that's a short introduction. And what I love about people is that people can sometimes be very interesting, very funny. So last month, Ojas showed us a really funny compilation of his Omegle shenanigans, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that too. It's really hilarious. And then I went on it.
Wait, explain to people what it is.
Oh yeah, sorry. Omegle, for people that don't know it, it's a online chatting and video calling platform, kind of.
Yeah, which exploded again since Corona.
It exploded again since Corona because everyone wants human connection, because we're not antisocial people. So we want to go on it and talk to people.
The next best thing through webcam and screen.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's kind of like speed dating. You get matched with a person, and you can always click, okay, next, you know. It's kind of like Tinder, but then with video calling.
If there's a click, you can stay. If there's
it's
not a
about,
click,
yeah.
you can move on, you know.
It's not like about dating
no
or
strings
anything
attached.
like that. Yeah, exactly. So I went on it with my boyfriend once, and I also went on it with my stepsister and my stepbrother. And it was awesome. I do want to tell you a few little things. The first few videos are with my boyfriend, who also is commentating next to me. And the other videos where you don't see my boyfriend and me, it's just me or my stepsister next to me. My stepbrother is out of the screen. But you cannot hear my microphone there because something happened and the microphone got
So one night you forgot to somehow
click that record my microphone.
Okay.
So if you cannot hear me, it's because, you know.
So in part of the videos your voice is there, but part of the videos
exactly.
is not.
And also in one video you can see that I have a face mask on with my step sibling, so don't get a bit worried.
All
like
in
what
pajamas.
the hell does she have on her
Warning.
face? Warning, some creative content is coming your way. Okay guys, enjoy the last video.
Explicit content.
We'll see you after the video.
All right.
So what I
Hey everyone, we're having some technical difficulties about the Omegle video. So we're trying to solve it, but it also may be that we can't show it. So we're gonna try one more time. Sorry for the inconvenience. And okay, wish us luck.
We're just gonna try one more time.
Just gonna try one more time. If not, we'll upload it. Oops, sorry. We'll upload it on Facebook or something like that. Yeah, we'll see. But okay.
Let's try it one more time.
Yeah, we'll try.
So
Okay, guys, sadly it does not work, so we will post it on our Facebook and Instagram. So at Tell Me More Low Score Leiden and Tell Me More Leiden on Facebook.
And you worked so hard, you just exported it today right here on the couch to
Yeah.
make sure we could use it tonight, edited it yesterday.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, these things can happen, and it's a shame, but it's cool. I mean, the video is really funny, and I loved talking to these people. I loved editing it, even though it hasn't worked. I really liked it, even though it didn't work. And yeah, I absolutely absolutely loved it. I will share it on Facebook, on the Facebook of Tell Me More, and on Instagram. So please keep your eyes open, because I would love your support, because I did work on it
Please
so
watch
late
it for
in the
Beasley,
night.
yes.
Please watch it, even if you just like 6 minutes of your life, man. Like, just watch it. Amigo is hilarious. Honestly, I mean, I can give you a quick cap of what it is. It's like, I talked to an Indian guy. It was hilarious. I talked to a guy and I spent the entire evening just trying to guess.
It was also hilarious.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Another guy was also
No,
hilarious.
no. Wait, I tried to talk. I tried to guess his. I tried to guess his accent, and where he was from, and it took a long time. And I just.
So if you want to know where he's from,
if you want to know where
check
he's
out
from,
the video.
and some really cute kids, and someone who told me I look like a witch.
You really had a good time on there. Yeah.
I had a
So,
great time.
If you want to see it, check out our Facebook. We'll upload it on there with the proper sound.
Yes,
and,
we will.
Hey, thank you for watching. This was our last run, and we're gonna use the next month and a half. No, 2 months. Next 2
Yes.
months to prepare for our coming back into the live shows, which I've missed a lot. I don't know about you.
Same. I really miss the live shows. The connection is more beautiful when you are all in the same room.
All in the same room. Well, at least we have a little audience
Yes,
here.
for
Some
sure.
friends that we're gonna. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool.
Aw.
Aw.
Thanks, guys. And thank you for
Thank
for
you
being
all.
here.
You want to say anything?
Thanks, guys. So yeah, keep in touch with us on social media, and
Yeah, follow us on Instagram. If you're in Holland, September 11th, we are going to continue with the show, and we're going to, well, Beazin has already in her mind manifested a huge grand reopening.
Yes.
Which we're about to,
So
we're going to
wear
find out.
fancy clothing like this. You don't have to, but it would be cool if you did.
Yeah, very excited to get back in person and see everybody. We are going to have to sit down at 1.5 meter distance.
Yes.
If the rules still apply then. If they do, we're going to make sure that everyone's safe.
Mm-hmm.
So
We also have 2 Leiden influencers joining us.
Beasley has been going on a conquest to find people online on internet, and she's doing a fantastic job. Our promotion is going from here to here to here.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Watch
Keep an
it.
eye
Just
out.
watch it. We're gonna be the biggest event. Just watch it.
Well. As far as that 1.5 meter distance allows
Yes,
us
of
to,
course.
we'll find out what that is.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in with us for the past months on YouTube. It's different than we usually do, I know, but it's really nice that you guys tune in.
I remember the first one was quite a challenge. We ended up starting half an hour to 45 minutes after we were supposed to, because we just couldn't get the program working. And then also we had a ton of technological issues, and along the way we got better and better.
Yes, apart from the last video.
Apart from now. But it can happen.
Yeah,
We're not perfect.
Of
like
course.
that poem from from your friend.
Yes, exactly.
Hey,
Keep in mind Astrid's poem.
Tomorrow's July 4th. Tim, have a blast. I know over there it's going to be a big day. Over here, not much is going to happen, but who knows? Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in.
All right, have a nice evening.
Bye.
Bye.